Here's the truth about traveling with Appa. We've been living and traveling in our van across Europe for over a year, and we brought our 5-year-old, mostly anxious and most of the time barking miniature Australian Shepherd, Appa. Appa is really very sweet, but only if you're a dog, or you have one, or you don't move fast, startle him, or you're not a child that's running around. Otherwise, he'll bark at anything that moves or anything he can actually see. We kind of think he might have some kind of protection anxiety because he barks at literally everyone except when we're not around. And yet, he's traveled on planes, buses, ferries, and across borders like a seasoned little nomad. He even flew in cabin with us to Belgium, and it was the calmest I've seen him in such a chaotic place. As soon as we landed, we got him an EU pet passport. It was super easy, and it continues to allow us to cross borders and keep organized with his vaccination record. Like prior to entering the UK, he needed a deworming treatment and we had to show proof with his passport. But now every outing is an operation. If we're walking around a town, I have to wear a treat belt with bring his water, his doggy bags, and always his muzzle, because if a kid runs by or someone gets too close, he might lunge to bark at them, and the muzzle actually helps for him to bark less. But it doesn't stop there because we're constantly looking for triggers when we walk him anywhere. We're taking different routes to avoid people, and sometimes we'll have to trade off who gets to experience what thing while the other person watches Appa. Or if we want to see something quickly and we need to leave him in the van, we'll set up the bed with the baby gate, run the AC or heater depending on the weather. We'll set up Eufy, our camera, so we can watch him, just so we can enjoy something together for like an hour. And when we really can't bring him, like to a theme park or on a cruise, he stays with sitters that we find on apps like Rover and Petbacker. And somehow he is a perfect angel. He's stayed in at least 7 countries now, and we get videos of him cuddling family members, texts of how sweet he is, and they'll miss him and still text us to this day. So the truth is, it's a lot of work to travel with Appa. It can limit what we do, but we just have to plan a lot differently. And even though he might not realize we're thousands of miles from home and he thinks this is just one big never-ending walk, I know these 2 summers traveling with him will be the most memorable for all of us. And that's this week's Tuesday's Truth.